That's out to a loss of 10, 1st and 20. Robertson got him. Into the right flat. Catch is made by Hal Presley. And he's bumped out. A moment ago, Chris Button caught up with Dave Aranda.
Coach, how would you evaluate the effort and physicality your defense has played with so far?
No, I think they're playing with it, and so it's good to see. We need to play like this coming off of last week. I think we can improve our execution. We've got them to a few third downs so that we can execute better. I think there's been some nerves and all of it. As this goes out, we've got to work through ours before they work through theirs.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, don't know if I've ever seen a head coach be that calm on the sidelines in the middle of a big game like Dave Aranda, but that's who he is.
Well, Dave Aranda here has to sprint down the sideline to avoid a delay of game penalty to call timeout. We'll step aside for just a moment.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing out here?
Letting people know Corona Premier's a light beer.
Oh, it is a light beer.
90 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs.
If only there was a way to tell people.
Buddy, I gotta wait for my
Corona
first game
Premier,
to install.
unexpectedly, light beer.
At 91%.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please?
ご注文はお決まりですか?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
Royal with cheese.
I've been exceedingly fond of McNuggets of chicken.
I haven't had a Big Mac in a long time.
Quiero McFlurry.
In Puerto Rico, a McFlurry it's called a Señor Flurry.
How many Filet-O-Fishes did you eat? That's over several months, Ryan.
2 golden menus.
And last but not least, the wonderful crew at McDonald's.
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
They're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
Are you gonna order something? Or
Who the fuck done a nut in my butt?
And now here we are, enjoying a meal like gentlemen.
You slapped me in the face. I'm not gonna
I got you a
forget this.
shake, okay?
Why?
Yo, gotta try this new X. It's the fine fragrance go.
Bro.
Chip too hot, don't stand too drunk. The new X Fine Fragrance Collection. Smell finer than the finest fragrances with the GOAT.
19-year-old sensation Coco Gauff has stormed into her first U.S. Open final, but Arena Sabalenka is ready for a fight. The U.S. Open Women's Championship, today at 4 on ESPN and ESPN+.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking ELEMAX technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work, so you can focus on the present. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Save up to $300 and revamp your workspace during X-Chair's Labor Day sale. Ends September 12th.
Matt Berry in our college football studio with an update on Georgia. They are sleepwalking against Ball State. 0-0. First play, second quarter. Mekhi Muse finally lights them up between the hedges. Still 7-0 Dogs, SEC Network.
Well, Matt, we're still scoreless here. Early second quarter between Baylor and number 12 Utah. Baylor coming off of a very disappointing loss last week to Texas State, and now flags fly. Looks like this may be a false start on the Bears. Again, they had 6 last week.
False start. Offense number 74, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
So that's their second false start already this week. We've got featured games on ESPN Plus coming up later on. Number 18 Oklahoma hosts SMU at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. 14th ranked LSU against Grambling State at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and TCU and Nicholls State, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. To get ESPN Plus, go to ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app. So a couple of penalties backing up Baylor. Robertson to throw, lobs one. Looking for the pylon, can't throw it down the chimney to Hal Presley. Crowd hoping for a call, but that looked like excellent coverage as Chavis was there to wall off Presley.
Yes, it was excellent coverage, despite what the fans may be looking at. Both of these guys are hand fighting down the field, and the DB has a right to try to fight for the football there. If I'm Hal Presley, I would tell him, man, you gotta run faster from the jump. It's easier to slow down than it is to speed up.
Speaking of jumping, that's exactly what Baylor just did again, trying to go with some tempo.
False start. Offense number 79, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That's false start number 3 on Baylor. And again, early second quarter, they had 6, as we said last week.
Yes, and that's the second one on number 79, Alvin Ebosole. I can only imagine that in his head right now, Dave Aranda is screaming, Alvin! Come on, man!
I don't know, based on the interview with Chris, I don't know if Dave Aranda screams ever at anything.
That's why I said specifically.
You were right.
In his
How
head.
calm did he seem? So 3rd and 21. And they'll throw the screen out to Presley. And he'll move inside the red zone and draw the field goal group a little bit closer. Damani made the stop. So Isaiah Hankins is about 11 yards closer for a field goal attempt to try and break the ice.
For Utah, this is a great defensive stand, trying to hold the Bears to 3 points after they were blessed with such great field position. And if you're the Baylor Bears, it's just a repeat of last week. It's the attention to details. You can't shoot yourself in the foot and win big-time games like you have here against the 12th-ranked Utes.
Hankins from 34. And Baylor has the lead. They shot themselves in the foot penalty-wise, though, and have to settle for a field goal.
Popeye's new sweet and spicy wings don't make sense. Marinated and tossed in a blend of chili, garlic, and ginger, as sweet as they are spicy.
Nice catch. Butterfingers.
Just like my Nana. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
With Armor All stain-repelling technology, it's easy to everyday proof your car.
Thank you so much.
No matter how tough the job is. Armor All technology. Less work, more clean.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. New Pro Enamel Active Shield actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and save big during the Endless Summer Sale. Get 30% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $31.14. Hurry, it's only September 1st through the 11th. Shop online or at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Okay, again, this is a status bar, this is a search bar. Let's know the difference, okay? Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Now, what does it mean to slide into someone's DMs? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, we're not ready for that. As a team, we'll get there. It might be a fruit emoji, but that doesn't mean they're talking about fruit.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Okay, do you really think we need 47 photos of fun dinner at Pam's?
Yes.
No.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh, yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Oh, no.
Sounds delicious.
It's time to hit refresh.
Who's your mom?
To be buttoned up, to feel your best and look it. By using Just for Men shampoo and hair color to eliminate gray in 5 easy minutes. It's time to look forward. Just for Men shampoo in color.
Did we just get hustled? There's no way they were 70.
Interesting.
It's both an electric and a gas car.
Yep.
Quite the paradox.
So JJ's for lunch?
Electric for short trips, gas for long. It really is both. The first ever Lexus RX plug-in hybrid.
ESPN College Football, presented by Zales, is brought to you by the Lexus ES, a direct reflection of you.
We went to the silos yesterday, hung out with Chip and Joanna, the Gaines family, as RG3 and Chip threw down in pickleball against Joanna Gaines and Chris Budden. I went to the golf simulator, then of course I went to the bakery, and I got cupcakes.
Yes, you did get cupcakes.
Yeah, the guy that's shaped like me is coming back with pastry. you know that's happening.
It was an amazing time. The cupcakes from Chip and Joe. Really, Joe, we know this is all Joe. Joe does all the work, so thank you for this. And Bob, there you go, Bob. Oh, my goodness.
Now what? All right, let's go to the instant replay. Want to illustrate this?
Yeah, you see right here, you got Bob. You know what?
That's terrible.
You know what, Bob?
It's actually really good.
I just got to be honest, man. The fact that you just took that and ran with it, that's why you're one of the best, man.
All right. I'm actually enjoying the after effects of that. Jaquindon Jackson on 1st and 10 is the lone setback. I think that's Bryson Barnes out there at quarterback right now. I have no idea.
I don't know if Bob can see right now because the cupcake is on his
Ball
glasses.
starts. Offense number 47. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Or the fact that I'm holding a cupcake in 100-some-odd degree weather and this thing hasn't melted yet. Robert, I want a rematch. I want to have tennis shoes on like you did, and I want a rematch on the pickleball court.
Okay, listen, Chris is serious about it. She pulled out the two-handed backhand on the pickleball court. I don't know what was going on, but I know I got to keep my head on a swivel now because Bob's going to get me back after that cupcake.
Hey, Johnson trying to bob and weave his way and gets out to about the 23-yard line. Evan Bobby came up to make the stop for Baylor.
All right, Bob, on a serious note.
Yeah.
You know what's odd is we talked to offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig, and he said he wanted to get his guys a little bit more time at the quarterback position before taking them out so they could get in a rhythm. But it feels like he's almost taking them out every couple plays. And I know as a quarterback, it's really hard to get a grasp of the game when you're constantly going back and forth from the sideline.
They keep it on the ground. Jackson breaking tackles. Jackson stays on his feet. Jaquindon Jackson, a quarterback in his own right, who asked to get into games as a running back last season just because he wanted to contribute. Busts one for 34.
Ooh-wee! Jaquindon Jackson, the former quarterback. Sometimes you ride the wave and sometimes you provide the wave. And boy, oh boy, did he provide the wave on that one. That big play is exactly what the Utes needed on offense. Get that running game going and maybe set up some play-action passes after.
Andy Ludwig told us they want to be a great play-action pass offense. Well, play-action only works if you can run the football.
Exactly.
And we'll see if that maybe is something that sets it up. As Nate Johnson is back in, straight back to throw. Fires one over the middle. Right up the seam. He's got a hookup. Devon Bailey down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Utes.
And what do you know? Big run, play action pass right after that big run. Nate Johnson, hey, everyone's saying, I don't know if this guy can throw. Looks like he can throw pretty good to me. Sat there in the pocket, found his guy, gave him an opportunity to run after the catch. That's exactly what you're looking for.
So maybe surprising that Andy Ludwig would dial that play up for Nate Johnson. Now they've got Bryson Barnes back in at quarterback, 1st and goal. Jalen Glover moves the pile with a flag down to the 7-yard line. TJ Franklin made the stop. The flag thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Baylor really hurt themselves with penalties at the other end.
Offense number 52. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
And now Utah hurts themselves with a holding penalty here. Big 12 now is only on ESPN+. Here are today's featured matchup. BYU hosts Southern Utah at 3 Eastern. West Virginia will take on Duquesne at 6 Eastern, and TCU Nicholls State at 8 Eastern. If you're a Big 12 fan, you gotta have it. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com/Big 12 now. Kate Johnson, Bryson Barnes, both in the game once again. Barnes takes the snap. Has time, looking for a check down that's broken up. Matt Jones, the linebacker, came up and knocked it away from Baylor.
You know, Matt Jones was their third leading tackler last year. Played a lot of football here as a fifth-year senior with the Baylor Bears, and that's textbook how you get the ball out without pass interfering on the receiver.
So now second down and goal. But after that holding penalty, back to the 20-yard line. Four-man rush for Baylor. Stepping up in the pocket, looking to escape as Barnes tries to turn the corner. Tracked down and written down by Matt Jones. He picked up 5. It'll be third down and goal.
Most impressive thing right there from Matt Jones was he came out of coverage to go chase down Bryson Barnes, because you're not expecting Bryson Barnes to really hurt you with his feet, but he's having to break the pocket quickly here early in the game.
An injury for Baylor, so we'll step aside. 5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
I'll be there in 30 minutes, I think.
See you there.
I'm moving! Please, please. Oh, thank you.
Rerouting.
Class-leading safety and tech features to elevate your commute. The all-new Hyundai Kona.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy. Allegra gives you the fastest, non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief, so you can live your greatness.
In 18 years, Grant Gill will become an improv legend. That's why he's preparing for it now, with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Be me, JC from Guamo. Get a job, 3 jobs, then get to work. More than a doodle, a champ. First here, then everywhere.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone on America's largest 5G networks. Get after it.
What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? It's like, and it feels even better together. Disney thrills us like.
With Armor All stain-repelling technology, it's easy to everyday proof your car.
Thank you so much.
No matter how tough the job is. Armor All technology. Less work, more clean.
Time to spare? Maybe someday. Tonight, Panera. Solving crunch time and dinner with one easy swipe. That's big. Panera. $0 delivery fee for a limited time.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's fly, baby! Hold on. You almost killed me! You're welcome.
Expendables, definitely rated R.
Israel Adesanya is the best middleweight on planet Earth. I said, Strickland. I want the title.
What?
Let's do this.
Yeah, just give me a second.
For the love of football. For the love of La Liga.
All season long.
You know those cheeses that are in like a wrapper? It's like a slice of cheese. Dude, I eat those by themselves so much.
They've been on their feet here at McLean Stadium for just about the entire first half, and now the Bears have forced third down and goal, but back at the 15-yard line.
Like I told you, Bob, those freshmen, that's how they keep that freshman 15 off, running that Baylor line every home game.
For Baylor, Trevon Ma'ai was hurt. Walked off the field. Here's Nate Johnson. He's got nowhere to go. And he gets pile drive down to the turf by Mike Smith.
Mike Smith said, not today. You bring in Nate Johnson, try to steal some yardage here with a nice quarterback run. Oh, man, they hit them boys with a Dudley Boys special. Tag team action right there on that tackle.
So now it is Cole Becker from 31 to try and tie the game. He was 1 for 2 on opening day. And he is now 1 for 1 today. Both teams get to the red zone. Both teams commit penalties, though, and have to settle for 3.
The beach has always been there for us. As an oasis. Somewhere you can escape to. So it's time we were there for it. That's why Corona's helping clean 100 beaches by 2025. It's the first step in our fight against plastic pollution. To join us, visit coronausa.com.
Whee! Where'd Arby's Buffalo Boneless Wings go? Whee! Hot Honey Barbecue, too. Whee! Oh, there they are, with fries for $5. Arby's, we have the meats.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Wow. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
What if your entire day glided like Dove Men? It's made with a plant-based moisturizer and glides on without irritation. So you can glide through your entire day with confidence. Feel the Dove Men glide.
With Sling TV bringing you the best price for college football on ESPN, you can take your love of the game to the next level, like these guys. The college football you love, the live TV you love.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Some people just know that's not gonna fit. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate.
That's not gonna fit.
What's that?
You need another 4 inches.
Do you work here?
Nope. I just saw you there and I thought I'd save you the trouble.
Nana.
She's a human measuring tape, and she knows Allstate is the right fit for her.
It's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. What? Steven.
Some people just know.
Well played. Well played, my friend.
Those are the people who know you're in good hands with Allstate.
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat. So you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Matt Berry back in our college football studio with an update. Remember I said Georgia was kind of sleepwalking? Well, apparently Dylan Bell and the Dogs got some of those cupcakes you guys were eating up in the booth. 21-0 now, just like that.
Yeah, Matt, let's clarify. One of us ate a cupcake involuntarily. I ate some of a cupcake. I wore the rest.
Oh, my gosh. You wore it well, Bob. You really did.
Papa choosing. My new enemy, RG3. Chris Budden here in Baylor. Corey Gordon on the return out to the 21-yard line. So Baylor back to work, tied at 3. Week 1 NFL Sunday is here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. beginning with the Countdown Crew on ESPN and the app. And then the 54th season of Monday Night Football kicks off with Josh Allen and the Bills meeting Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Plus. Peyton and Eli are back for their 3rd season on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus as well. Coverage begins with Scott Van Pelt and the Monday Night Countdown Crew at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. I've also been told the local Jet radio broadcast in New York is outstanding.
Oh,
wow. And you may want to tune into that as well. We'll see.
Yes, Bob Wischusen will be leading that crew.
Out of the pocket goes Robertson. Scrambles to the sideline. And he gets out to about the 23-yard line. And Chris Button, we're at least in the shade up here. The same can't be said for you.
Yeah, you're dodging cupcakes. I'm trying to dodge the heat. I have a radar gun that says how hot the field is. It says 134. It's gotten all the way to 146 at times. You know, Utah, there's no way to simulate practicing in this heat. They've been practicing in the mornings. They did tell me during fall camp in the afternoons, they did see triple digits. Last year when they were going on the road to play Florida, they could play indoors, water the field to simulate that humidity. There is nothing to simulate what we're dealing with outside today.
Yeah, it's been the hottest summer on record, and it has been relentless here in Texas as well. Dominic Richardson finds a crease into the secondary, and he's got a first down out to the 35-yard line. What impact? You actually played in temperatures like this at this very school. So what type of I guess an impact, especially on an opponent, doesn't have a cumulative effect.
What have you added?
There you go. It's not about the beginning of the game. It's about when you get late in the third, fourth quarter that your muscles get a little bit more tired. You start to cramp up a little bit. And I can tell everyone at home right now, triple digits in Utah is not the same thing as triple digits in Texas. This is a different type of heat, hot, humid, all that put together. You just got to see Baylor's going to try to continue to run the football to wear this defensive line down and see if this heat can help them.
Cut back for Richard Reese.
Check a what?
Grinds out 3 yards. Well, there is at least a little over a dozen of this roster for Utah that knows what this heat is all about, because if you're recruiting football players, you're going to come to Texas to try and find some. And they do have 15 players on the roster from Texas, but of course they haven't been, as you said, holding camp here.
Exactly. And we talked to Kyle Whittingham, and he understands that, you know, the best players in the entire country all come from the state of Texas. So he knows he had to get some of those guys on his roster.
If you do say so yourself. Robertson. Seam shot down the sideline, reaching up is Keytron Jackson to haul it in. There's the first big passing play. A strike from Robertson to Jackson for 30.
Yes, it's been a struggle today, but watch him get the inside leverage and then go vertical. That's what you got to do sometimes when those DBs are playing you heavily outside. Just take the easiest release when you're running vertical down the field and restack them. Nice job by the wide receiver, Keytron Jackson there, and a beautiful throw. Sawyer Robertson.
The Arkansas transfer, Keytron Jackson. He can take the top off the defense, and he is the widest to the near side left. Back to the ground attack. And Dominic Richardson lowers his shoulders for 3 more.
Speaking with offensive coordinator for the Baylor Bears, Jeff Grimes, this week, he did point out number 11, Keytron Jackson, is the guy that could really help them take their offense to the next level because of his dynamic ability catching the ball and after the catch. So you've noticed they've tried to go to him 3-4 times already in this game because they know that he has untapped potential that can help them throughout the year.
The toss to Richard Reese. Nice cutback. A little jab step down to the 20-yard line. Into the red zone to the 19. He picks up 10. Reese was a first-team freshman All-American last year and the Big 12 Offensive Freshman of the Year.
Yes, he was. And he set a program record with 976 yards for a freshman with 14 touchdowns. This year is supposed to be a big breakout for him, and also Dominic Richardson, the transfer from Oklahoma State. They think that they have a formidable 1-2 punch. They just need the line to give them a little bit more space to make plays.
Play action. Robertson rolls and has to dirt the ball at the feet of Keytron Jackson. The freshman Logan Fano was not fooled by the play action fake. Stayed home and forced the throwaway.
And just a smart play there by Sawyer, making sure that you don't make 2 bads or 2 rights or wrong. If nobody's open, You stretch out the play as much as you possibly can, and dirtying the ball right there might not help your stats, but it will put you in a better down and distance like they are right now at 2nd and 10.
Escapes the pressure. A little shovel pass. It looked like, though, Hal Presley was already out of bounds. And it is an incomplete pass as he couldn't haul that in. So now it will be 3rd down and 10 at the 19-yard line.
You got Sawyer thinking about it. Oh, if you're the DB, the DB lineman, you got to make that play. Hal Presley, just be a little bit more aware of where your surroundings are there on the sideline. But Sawyer Robertson tried to pull a little Patrick Mahomes there. And it's not as easy as it looks, people.
Good pressure from Tavita Futu, forcing the incompletion. A handoff on 3rd down. Close to the 10-yard line is Richardson. Did he get the first down? It looks like he did by a half yard. 3rd down and 10, run in the red zone, and Dominic Richardson powers his way for 10.5 as Lander Barton got carried.
This is what you call grit. He gets to the 2nd level, past the line of scrimmage before he gets hit, and just keeps churning and churning and churning his legs to get that first down. Both of these teams are leaning heavily on their running game to help them on these scoring drives.
Although Baylor on 1st down inside the 10-yard line. For the moment went empty, and now Dawson Pendergrass motions into the backfield. Quarterback power. Robertson
Match
to the 5.
found.
Robertson, an extra effort and a dive to the 4-yard line. And Travis Broughton made the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
You know, it's an element that Sawyer Robertson brings to this Baylor offense that maybe Blake Shapen doesn't, as in his ability to take big hits. This is a big kid. I mean, 6'4", 210 pounds. And I don't know, he might have grown a little bit because I stood next to this guy at a camp I throw here at Baylor every year, talk to him, and I'm like, man, he's making me feel small. And I'm a good 6'2", 5'8", Bob. I'm not a small guy.
Richardson, 4 on the play clock, in motion. A nice fake by Robertson. Cruise control to the pylon for a Baylor touchdown. What a drive by the Bears. For the point after. And it's a touchdown lead for Baylor. Sawyer Robertson was the number 10 pocket passing quarterback coming out of high school, according to our ESPN recruiting gurus, but here turns into a runner.
Yes, he is, and you're going to see him. He's going to make a read off of this defensive end here, and he's got pullers coming in front of him, and all he's going to do now is work his way outside, and everybody collapses down on the defense, and he knows if you're doing that, it's going to be an easy stroll into the end zone for 6. Sawyer Robertson showing why he is and was a dynamic high school dual threat quarterback.
So it's a 10-3 Baylor lead, and this season, for every field goal, an extra point made by participating universities, All-State will make a contribution to the university's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, as always, to All-State. So now, how does Utah respond? 100-degree temperatures on the road against a team that they watched on tape last week at times get shoved around a bit by Texas State. It doesn't look like the same team up front that they saw last week, at least on film. Now, how do the Utes respond?
Oh, it certainly does not look like the same Baylor team, but the Utes and their offensive coordinator, Andy Ludwig, talked all week about controlling the football, not losing the time of possession, and running the football effectively. And right now, the running game is doing decent, but passing it, they just have not been able to find a rhythm with Bryce Barnes.
Let's check in with Matt Barry.
All right, guys, coming up on the Lexus halftime report, Colorado Colorado week 2 locked in a battle with Nebraska. We'll show you highlights of that. Plus, have been touchdowns all afternoon. Georgia finally woke up in their game. We'll have highlights of it. Speaking of the great state of Texas, you've got Texas and Alabama tonight. The rematch is going to be a fun one. Dan Mullen, Joey Galloway join me coming up on the Lexus Halftime Report.
Enemy spotted B. Stand down.
After this game, I'm driving down to Austin to fly home. I'm thinking Austin will be quiet tonight in the streets, right? Long throw to the sideline. Did the toe drag work for Devon Baylor? Yes, it did. Out to the 40-yard line.
Oh, my Lord. I want y'all to watch this.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, tiptoed in his joints on the sideline with the catch. Absolutely nothing.
Now.
Commendable. Again.
Replay wants to take a look.
Okay. Let's take a look with him then. All you're looking for is to make sure that he secures the catch. There's the catch. Got both feet in. Goes down. Does he control it all the way through?
Previous play has been reviewed, and the ruling of a catch is confirmed. First down.
Wow.
That's my kind of replay.
Yeah, that was fast. I'm right here saying, yeah, it's a catch. Yes, it's a catch.
You couldn't even step out of your own description. And replay was already like, yes,
Out of
confirmed.
turn.
Yes, we like that.
Spike down B.
Building throw for Bryson Barnes.
I have this
when you
spike.
rip one outside the numbers to the sideline like that.
100%. I was over here in the booth saying, oh my goodness, what a throw. Bryson Barnes has shown that he's got a little arm talent out there. Maybe they need to trust him throwing the football a little bit more.
And off the Glover. Up the middle.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Reloading.
Plenty of time on the clock for the Utes. They've got 2.5 minutes to work with, and they have all 3 timeouts as well.
You know, when you look at Bryson Barnes' numbers right now, 2 for 6, 28 yards of interception. That's not like egging the coach on to let me throw the football a little bit more. But they are running the ball effectively, averaging 6.1 yards per carry. Got to find a way to get the passing game synced up with the running game.
Barnes from a clean pocket. Mikey Matthews makes the catch, but could not escape Mike Smith Jr. They picked up about 4. That brings up 3rd down and 4. That keeps the clock rolling.
You know, one thing offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig really wanted to work on this game was their tempo on offense. So when I say that, it's not that they're going to go
Spike down A.
It's that getting in and out of the huddle, changing the personnel, calling the play, getting that execution done faster has been a point of emphasis, and it'll really help them here inside of 2 minutes in the second quarter.
Here comes the Baylor blitz. Knocked down at the line. It's an incomplete pass as Matt Jones picked it up after the carry. That stops the clock with 1:28. So that will bring the punt group out for Utah. And that also gives Baylor enough time with 1.5 minutes or so on the clock and 2 timeouts to take one more crack at it before halftime.
Yes, it does, which is also means that this punt return could be one of the biggest plays of the first half. Whether you field this and get a great return or allow it to go out of the back of the end zone, Baylor's got to have it.
Easter looking for the sideline. Forces Cameron into a fair catch at the 13-yard line. Now a quick word from Cheez-It.
I'm RG3Z. See you next time. Hey, who changed my name to RG3?
Me. It's a great combo. Like college football and
Cutting
cheese.
their
Like
last player standing.
football fans feel. They're gonna be feeling the cheese.